Urban Farm sits on 3 acres of undeveloped, overgrown land in the heart of Memphis that have been transformed into a fully functional farm. Home to fresh vegetables and fruit, Urban Farms provides the residents of the Binghamton neighborhood access to healthy food through the Urban Farms Market, an abandoned gas station that could have been yet another example of urban blight, but instead offers a source of affordable fresh food and a gathering place for the community.
Urban Farms was started with a joint collaborative with Christ Community Health Clinic and Binghamton Development Corporation. So we are officially just a division of Binghamton Development Corporation, and then also with the funding of the Memphis Daily News. The mission is at least twofold, which is to provide produce for our market so that we bring food into what's recognized as a food desert, and then secondarily to provide an education site and even an inspiration site for people of neighborhood being Binghamton, but also the larger community of Memphis, and engaging other peoples of Memphis into the challenges of Binghamton.
The fact that many people in poor neighborhoods, have difficulty with transportation, so we were wanting to establish, something that was within walking distance and would have, the fresh fruit and vegetables available,
And what's neat about the market is where we're located is kind of a crossroads of Memphis. It's on a major highway where commuters, people coming back and forth from the city, have access to, as well as our neighbors. And so we're a really unique community center of sorts. People come and bring their books and sit on our picnic tables and drink some of our coffee or eat Italian ice and just get to know one another. So it's a really special place. I came in expecting just to sort of manage and run a market and just kind of keep things going. And then I've realized after being there several months that a big part of my job is education. Spending time talking with people, explaining things, what it means to be organic, what it means to be local, what things in season are. We want our food to be affordable. We're here for you. We're here for our neighbors.
We also are creating a model with Dennis O'Brien working here to actually create a sustainable economic model so that individuals can actually make an income working on a small plot of land, not a house-sized plot, but half-acre to 3-acre size lots. But if we can prove that model here, or as we prove that model here, there's plenty of sites like this available in the inner city. And there are plenty of other community development organizations that are interested in following this model.
We have 2 fields going right now. One is 70 by 100, one's about 80 by 100. All total, that production area is a little under, or right at about 1/3 of an acre. And I would like to push up the actual production space up to, closer to 1/2 or 3/4 of an acre over time. Also, we have the margin areas for the forest, and we have the raised beds, and so we have opportunities to increase production, using that forest edge area, where we can plant a lot of herbs and we can incorporate more fruiting vines and that sort of thing. We have our apiaries back here as well. We're supporting 3 hives right now, but it kind of is contingent, It's possible that we could support more hives here, and have produce enough honey, for the market.
We're also doing composting with local products. We've got the Project Green Fork. Many restaurants bring their vegetable waste matter here and we mix it with our compost. We purchase cotton burr compost from local cotton gins. We also are doing the worm composting in the edge of the woods, and expect to be doing more gardening around the perimeter of that.
I'm pretty interested in all things horticulture. Both decorative, and functional, edible and not, and because they all contribute, to the overall ecosystem of a site. So we're going to bring in things like your butterfly bushes and irises and yarrow, for example, you know, that attracts beneficial insects, you know, which so you have an overall healthy ecosystem, and you have a means of producing, you know, a better means of producing a healthy soil going forward. And we're changing our model somewhat away from just strictly vegetables to increase the production of herbs and to increase the production of flowers. So we'll be doing, you know, vegetable, herbal, floral. Then we would like to have, you know, the place pretty enough and attractive enough in general to make it a kind of a local event space. As we go forward, you know, to share, you know, what we learn in the process, you know, to incorporate that in all areas, you know, of the city. You know, I would like to see our efforts, you know, burst out of the gates, you know, and go up the street and see all the yards, you know, having, you know, something growing in them.